All right, guys, we got another new car video. I say new car, it's a used car, but it's an R34 GTT. This is my personal car that I've had stashed in Japan for almost 2 years now, and it took me a very long time to find. Why is this car special? It has factory Altia Aero, and it's a turbo manual GTT. If you've been paying attention to the market, the prices of these cars have skyrocketed, and I'm very thankful I found this car when I did, because the tax would be crazy on a car like this right now. The Altia kit's kind of like a love-hate thing. I love it. It reminds me of the Aero kit on the S15s. And I think the biggest thing that I've always had a weird feeling with GTTs about is all of them are always trying to be GTRs. It's very common overseas. They get fake GTR kits, they put them on, and then most of the cars that come over here, they look like GTRs, where the Altia kit was a factory optional Aero kit that it's very unique in its own right. And this wing, the fact that that's a factory wing, some people hate it, I love it. I think it's the coolest thing. And it reminds me of a lot of the earlier Autech wings that you'd see on special edition cars. Now I'm a little bit torn about this. The decision was made, I'd say right about before the car landed, that I wanted to give away an R34 GTT this year. And I started looking for one stateside, wasn't having a whole lot of luck, and I knew I had this car coming over. I planned to do kind of a very similar build on this to my other cars. Looking at our schedule for the rest of the year, I knew I wasn't gonna build this anytime soon for myself. We needed a giveaway car, so we're giving this thing away. 90,000 kilometers, factory turbo manual, Altia Aero, GV1 Black Pearl R34 GTT, and it could be yours.
Your face looks sad.
I am a little, I'm sad, but I'm excited because I know the giveaways do the best when it's a car that I really want. Yeah. The problem is I end up building it as a giveaway car and then I end up not wanting to build it again. I'm excited though because we already have our recipe pretty good for the RB25 Neo. There's a lot of stuff I'm gonna need your guys' help on making decisions for this car, but the giveaway will be live while we're building it. In fact, it just dropped right now, and every $5 you spend on lzmfg.com or drifthq.com is gonna get you entered for a chance to win. We just dropped a whole bunch of new merch that I'm gonna put on the screen here, and as you guys know, we're entering the off season, so if you need to stack some parts up for your build, Drift HQ, we got you covered. And I don't want to bore you guys because this is literally a bone stock car, but we'll do a quick walk around. This is an RB25 Neo. This is our RB25 of choice. These things do not have hydraulic lifters, so they like to rev. They can handle quite a bit of power in stock form, and the variable cam timing works really well, so they spool a turbo actually better than an RB26 would. The Neo heads do have bigger ports too than the non-Neo engines that came in the R33s, so they're better for making power. Outside of the car, these headlights, believe it or not, I actually just put my old headlights for my R34 GTR on. These headlights, very, very, very big money. Unfortunately, these cars share a lot of parts with GTRs, and factory Xenons, that's the big bucks. I bet these headlights, I don't want to name a price because then someone's gonna go on eBay and tell me I'm wrong. Thousands, but they look sick. Walking around the car, interior, stock as a rock, simple. She could use a steering wheel. Looks like whoever used it before had some sandpaper hands, but other than that, clean, ready to rip. 5-speed already. We don't even need to manual swap it. The wing. This is the thing that I argue with people all the time because some people, I want to know what you guys think. Do you like the wing? Do you hate the wing? I like it. I think it's the coolest part about the car. And I almost don't even want to talk anymore about the car or ask you your opinion on it. It needs to be lowered. Every car looks stupid when it's at stock height. Look at this. This is terrible. So I think we're gonna change our plan for today, and we're just gonna jump right into lowering the car because I can't look at it like this.
I knew I wasn't the only one, bro. When I pulled into my house and I saw this
Oh, I know what it is. What is wrong with you? Bro!
This is gonna be ridiculous. I don't even play Sim.
Yeah, the single screen didn't feel very real to me, so.
You're gonna be like this. Oh, I'm on door. Oh, I'm on this door. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are curved monitors too.
You're talking about the Sim?
Yeah, you still have the Sim of your house. Isn't that one better? You know how to rebuild computers?
I'll figure it out.
You have to run multiple video cards?
It needs a crazy video card.
You told him to get this one?
No. No.
All right, so I had a plan, okay? I didn't know what the fitment was gonna be on this car, and I knew that they were gonna be kind of similar to a Mark IV Supra. So I took the CR Kai 2 pieces off the Supra. I couldn't put them on black with polished lip, so Ray and Josh painted these silver, and they look really good, but I was kind of torn just because of the fact that it's not a step lip, and the faces go all the way out to the rim. It made it look like it's on 19s. So I did something that I probably shouldn't have done, and I put my all-time favorite wheel that I've been stashing that I got from my Chaser that didn't fit on the other side.
You kind of dug yourself a hole with this one.
And it looks really good. Like, God.
Yep.
So I'm gonna ask you guys, and I'm hoping that you pick the right one. Which set of wheels do you like better on this thing? Both of them are 18-inch staggered wheels, but these ones are obviously lip. I've never seen this set of wheels in the oh man, I should really stop talking them up. These are pretty rare. It's a new wheel that SSR made, and I bought these from Australia, and I've been stashing them because I want to run on my Chaser, and now I'm because they look amazing.
Yeah, they really do, don't they?
It's gonna be like when I gave away the Supra, and I was like, hey, you get to pick whichever wheels you want, but if you pick the gray ones, you don't get the car. And guess what wheels he picked? The gray ones. And then I had to cry because I couldn't find another set for my personal Supra, so now I'm probably not gonna even ever build my Supra.
That's it. It's
First world problems.
His fault.
Yeah, no, I'm half joking, but I'm half serious. It's pretty pathetic.
God, it does look good, though.
So a little bit of an update on something that was going on with Stinky. I thought it was alignment related because when you drive it, you tap the brakes and it pulls to one side. It was usually a camber or caster thing. But Sean, can you go ahead and if you press the brake pedal for me? As hard as you can?
Hard as I can.
Okay.
I'll pull the handbrake too.
Okay.
Whoops.
Something's not right.
I think it's missing a caliper.
We don't need those.
Brake? I mean,
just
we've
need
been
one.
fine, but when you try to stop quick, it's sketchy.
Yeah, everybody who's drifted, you can watch the front wheel on that side lock up.
By
So
the house, then we're gonna run into the pool.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, so what's the plan?
I'm gonna take a caliper off our other car. Here.
Well, we got a little problem there because there's no calipers there. So, conveniently enough, we haven't taken it to the dump yet, but we do have a dump trailer that has a few E36 parts in it that haven't gone to the trash yet. We haven't filmed a proper sound clip with this thing yet, so only right to do that before we do an exhaust on the car. I am planning to drive this car a bit in stock form before we go and put a crazy built 4-liter RB engine in it with a huge single turbo and nitrous.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad.
No, this is... It's good.
Yeah. No, it really does. And honestly, TJ Hunt just dropped a GTT giveaway, which by the way, TJ, we already spoke about it, but you kind of f***ed me there, dude, because I told you I was doing it when you stole my idea. But it's all right. We're going to build a better car than you, okay? His, of course, sounds better because his came with an exhaust, an aftermarket exhaust, you know, super modded, heavily tampered with. This thing, bone stock exhaust, baby.
That's how you know.
Yep.
This thing's straight up commuter spec right now.
Yep, and we're gonna beat him to the punchline with the exhaust, I think, hopefully, depending on when this video goes up. So, we're just, it's now become a competition. I've challenged TJ, I've requested that we have a battle between our 34 GTT builds, and I hope he accepts. Because if so, he's f***ed. He's f***ed. He's f***ed, I tell you.
Ooh, what is that?
Look, there's a couple different options we could have gone with the GTT exhaust route. RBs, for me, titanium's the move. Tomei has an off-the-shelf exhaust that we could bolt right up. Shout out to Drift HQ for sponsoring this build and also sponsoring everything else in my life because Drift HQ is a company that I own.
A little laugh. Jesus Christ.
Does that sound weird? Can I put that in the video?
No, I mean, it's true. It's
Yeah. There's so much stupid shit I say sometimes it doesn't make it in the videos. It's pretty bad. So anyway, we're going to be installing this exhaust here today. I'm going to do a step-by-step tutorial, tell you all the wrenches you need.
Yo, is that a license plate frame?
But anyway, yep, we got a full catback exhaust here. It's a catback exhaust. Okay, time to install. We haven't properly shown you underneath this car yet. Unfortunately, R34s, R33s are plagued with really bad rust. The frame rails are all messed up, pinch welds are messed up. This car is incredibly clean. pinch welds straight as an arrow.
When I first got under this, that was literally the first. Like I started rubbing things, I was like, "There's no dirt on my fingers." Like,
It's clean, right?
yeah,
It's really good.
pretty wild.
Usually too, you see like a lot of these areas, you'll come from Japan and they'll just have it coated with black paint to hide a lot of this. This surface rust is like I can almost wipe this off with my finger, but sometimes it's much worse than that. And the good old auction trick is you coat it with black paint, which gets them a little more money, I guess.
Stock as a rock.
Yep. You thought owning an R34 was a flex? This right here is a flex. This is a tool for removing the hanger from your exhaust. Have you ever spit on it and struggled wiggling to get it out? Well, this is the tool for you. Just like that, you can have your muffler removed in seconds. Wow, this tool makes it so much easier. Yeah. Oh. Sell this to some idiot in America.
All right, fire it up.
Nah. I'm past that.
Yeah, that's that WD-40 working.
Oh, did you do that?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, after that little dilemma yesterday, I was like, let me hit these.
Yeah, that did not go well. We had to literally end up welding the exhaust onto our E36 just because the studs broke and we couldn't get them out. Don't worry, we won't do that to the giveaway car.
No.
This is going to be LZ spec. That was like, trying to think of a friend that I can insult. Make up your imagination. Wow, we're going to save a decent amount of weight.
Especially if we're not putting anything back on.
Yeah. Shut up. Looks about right. And for the steering wheel on this car, I'm going a little bit different than I would in most of the builds by putting a race steering wheel in it. And I actually got one of the new Nismo wheels that just came out for this car. It's very cool. I was actually considering getting one for my GTR. Check that out. Sick, right? And what I think is really cool too, check this out. This cover. I kind of like it better without it, but that kind of makes it look like futuristic.
Yeah, well, it gives it more of like an OEM plus look.
All right, so I need you guys to comment below. Do we like the Nismo wheel like that? Or
Yeah, probably like this.
yeah, this looks like
Pretty hard.
some cheese ball would put in his R34 GTR, you know?
Yeah.
You know? We all know a cheese ball like that. Or like that, hell yeah.
Race cars.
Yeah, that's hard, dude. Look at this wheel, dude. It's got a nice dish to it. Sheesh. I did just realize though, I was kind of dumb when I bought this. I thought that I was just gonna be able to pop it on like a stock wheel because it looks like a stock wheel.
Right.
But no, this is a proper wheel, so we're gonna need a hub for this.
Well, you can. I know a place where you can get that.
Yeah, thankfully I have like 8 of them because I'm like, I'll probably buy another one of these cars one day. I probably actually have one for this car.
Probably.
I like when I have cars sitting in Japan, I just start stashing parts for them, and that's where some of the stuff for this car is coming from. All right, you ready to hear this puppy?
Yes.
Oh, it's a whole new car.
It sounds perfect.
Oh, doctor. Oh, baby. I've never heard a stock RB25 Neo.
It sounds
It's kind of
amazing.
funny. It's got a nice little turbo whistle to it.
Yeah.
I haven't even done a pull this. Can we do a pull?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it.
Lap. Take a lap.
All right.
Hold on. One more. Ready? I'm stoked. Will this be the first GTT I've driven?
I think so.
Oh, I love ice cold AC, huh? Are you ready? See what she feels like?
Give her a rip.
Not bad. No. I'm trying to remember what the sound reminds me of. It kind of sounds like a RB26, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like, who's that YouTuber that we watch? TJ Hunt, his GTR. Doesn't it kind of remind you of that a
sound
little
awfully familiar to his car, yeah.
It's almost like he has the same muffler.
Maybe.
I think he does. It's cool though. It's decently fast, but like, this is like what? Maybe 300 horsepower?
Yeah.
When we're done with this thing, she's gonna be pushing almost twice the power. It's gonna be, I wanna drift it really bad, but it's black and it's gonna get filthy, so I'm trying to resist the urge.
Yeah.
God, this thing looks so good. I think that's about it for R34 content in this video. We're gonna move on to some E36 stuff, but I do want to share with you one of my favorite pieces of the new giveaway merch. Check out how awesome the artwork for the newest R34 shirt came out. This was inspired by those highway runs with TJ up in Connecticut. The fireballs that car was making were insane. So anyway, just a reminder, every $5 you spend on LZMFG or drifthq.com is gonna get you in for a chance to win. Dropped a bunch of new stuff. As you know, things sell out. Take advantage of it. Head over now and get your entries. You guys are gonna have to tune into the Drift HQ channel on Saturday, but the E36 obsession has maybe been multiplying and they just keep coming. And how many days have we, I feel like it's been like 3 days in a row now of finding new E36s.
Like day 10.
Yeah. Dude, God, I don't want to spoil the surprise on this thing, but let's just say we're gonna be having some fun around the compound, if you know what I'm saying. How long have you been waiting for this to happen, Duarte?
Long time.
Yep.
10 years in the making. 10 years.
I'm building the whole career for this.
Getting back to the E36 Pro car build. What's going on here? We got it on scales?
Yeah, before we cut it up, we decided to see how much weight we could save by the amount of stuff we're gonna cut out of it. The chassis right now is to almost pretty much a bare chassis with the exception of a few plastic pieces.
I want to know what your guess was for the weight of this car, because we lifted it. Like, it was way lighter than I expected. What was your guess for the chassis before you put it on the scales?
Yeah, we didn't even guess.
None of you guys guessed?
Nope.
So you just made me guess.
Yep.
My guess was 320. I was a little bit low. What did it end up actually? Yeah. But like, look, when I can lift this with one arm off the lift, that makes me think that it was lighter. But what did it end up weighing?
I'm surprised at the weight.
Yeah. Pretty much 550.
Not bad. So what'll be cool about this is there's stuff we're cutting off this car that we didn't cut out of the last car. So I'm curious to see how much that stuff weighs, and I guess we'll be able to almost like make a spreadsheet as we go of like, what is this weigh? What is this weigh?
Right. I mean, we could literally leave the stands on the ground and just start chopping away and just like weigh as we go.
Do you think, Johan, when we're doing the interior, would it be possible to take this bracket right here off?
Yeah, I mean, that'd be like 5 pounds maybe.
Yeah, I was just been thinking about that bracket in particular.
Say that one more time.
One more for the people in the back.
It's been an ongoing joke just because that one stupid little bracket drives me nuts in the E36, so we shaved everything else and we have like one SD card slot. So I just, every time we look at the car, I'm like, Johan, do you think we can remove this?
Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense for, the data logger to sit on.
Yeah, we don't need data where we're going.
Nope.
Are all these things the marks of stuff that's gonna get removed?
So it'll be right in front of the seam wheel, the seam, and then this should be chopped off. We'll weld tubes to go from here to here, which technically, we'll see, because then we'll talk chopping this off and adding two. So we might not save a little too much weight on that.
But the nice thing is you get access, structure, and you get access. So if you need to make a quick change and you can't access under the car, you can reach in here, access tie rods, see what's going on with suspension. Yeah. So that's a big thing that we didn't do on the other car that's happening on this. Are we chopping it here?
That's the plan. I mean, this is like literally a sheet of metal all the way back. It's nothing structured. So it might be better just to leave this here for the fender.
Got it.
And just build a nice simple tube here. This whole car is like literally pretty thin sheet metal. So even the radiator support doesn't weigh much. It might save us time with having stuff. And then for the plans of the car, it might be easier to find spares.
The plan is to leave the factory frame rail situation up here. By the FD rulebook, everything up here could technically change, but we're gonna leave it factory. That way we can just buy factory replacement crash structures, which, since I didn't mention this, but we actually decided this is gonna be the Europe car now. Just going back and forth, it's easier to leave the Blue E36 alone and build this one with all the changes we were going to do to the Blue E36 versus chopping that car up, putting a rear radiator in it, reconfiguring the cage. We can just do this once and be done. So with this car going over there, it'll be easier to source like factory crash bars and stuff. But the other big change this car is getting, because we're going rear radiator, this whole crash structure is gonna come out, which I imagine probably weighs a decent amount. Not crash structure, but whatever you want to call it, shelf.
Here slash seat brackets. I would say like 15 to 25 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, and we're not going to be doing the factory gas tank. I don't think that's in here right now, but that'll definitely save some weight too. So I'm curious to see how much lighter this thing ends up being than the Blue E36. We built that one light, but there's a lot of things that we were kind of scared to do with cutting and modifying, where this one's going to be a little bit more a pro race car than that one that still has a stock gas tank, front radiator. This one's going to be a proper race car. I think we're gonna wrap up the video here. There's definitely some more E36 stuff to go, but we'll continue that in the next video. I can see you guys have already gotten to work on this thing.
Yeah.
Engine bay's looking good.
Already clear, naked. And always working on the inside. And then we'll move to the back. But for now, we'll focus on the front and the inside. And then the back will be its own adventure.
I can't wait to see how heavy that shelf is.
Yep.
So anyway, we'll cover that in the next video. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Hope you're excited about the new giveaway. We'll see you soon.